I can't wait for videos to be made of why Jeff FM died, and they play this tape. You're not getting any younger. You gonna have kids or no?
I'm getting younger. Look at me.
My brother's wife is gonna be so mad that I had YouTube together on screen like anybody else. Are you saying I fell off? Am I cooked, bro?
You are, but yeah.
He used to be out on the corner, he was dealing in drugs. Got himself a barber's chair and gave awesome cuts. Now he's a podcaster, his life he'll talk about it with us. And now it's Jeff FM. Jeff FM.
What's up, people? We're coming to you live from Shaolin, Staten Island, New York. I'm in my parents' basement. An all-new episode of Jeff FM. I got my nieces here torturing me.
Hello.
My childhood friends here on the couch torturing me. My parents torturing me. Now, actually, it's kind of nice coming back around here, seeing family, especially after a wild few weeks of traveling, not being able to do laundry. You know, you take things like this for granted. Not having my usual protein shakes and vitamins to take every day. Starting to feel a little run down. So I wanted to come back to my parents, do my laundry here, call my mom, asked her if it was cool if I did that. And my dad goes, you know, there's a lot of laundromats in the city. I was like, yeah, thanks, Dad. I'll be right there. So I came through, and this is my favorite place to record. You know, we were staying in luxury hotel rooms, a lot of chaos, a lot of wild stuff was happening. But I feel at home here. It sounds kind of silly. Well, I don't know what that language was. It's almost like I wasn't even speaking English. Sort of sounds kind of silly, but this is my home. This is where I was born. I spent the majority of my life here with your father. I used to have fist fights with him down here in the basement. Yeah.
Really?
Yep, and he was older than me, and he would pick on me. And that light is right on your face. You look like you were just beamed down from heaven, like an angel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Cody looks like the devil over there on the couch. Let me lower this, and I got to get through some topics here. Lorelai, I want you to come back here in 15 minutes with your list of questions for your interview segment. First, I got to recap with Cody because he's going through a midlife crisis.
No, I'm not.
Cody decided to come onto the stream for the first time when he met up with us in New York City the other day. We were driving down the West Side Highway. All the boys were back together, and Cody and Liam decided to start off with asking me if it's okay to say the N-word on stream. That's how they decided to start.
I just wanted to pull a Kanye West publicity stunt.
Well, it worked if you're trying to ruin my career, you know, or just you want to be the first one to try it out. Cool. It's not going to be me. Luckily, the stream went out, so hopefully people didn't catch that. So I really do understand what my father was saying when I purposely find people that's going to make my life harder to do content. It's like wearing a weight vest to the gym, or like resistance bands. You know, when you want to go to the gym and you want to do like a motion, a workout, but you want to make it slightly harder on yourself to get better in the future. Yeah. So like me hanging out with Cody and Liam, streaming and doing social media, it makes my career that much harder to get ahead because these guys are constantly my resistance bands. They're holding me, they're pulling me down. They're adding resistance, making it harder. So when I get put out there in the real world, just walk right in front of the camera, don't fucking help at all, and just make things worse and harder. We just had a good stream, helped my dad in the backyard, put some stuff together. It was a great IRL stream. Yo, you texting right now? Oh, on the podcast? I mean, a podcast is like a ping pong match. You know, you hit the ball over the table and the person has to hit it back. If I'm just playing ping pong by myself and I just hit the ball over and it goes. So Easter is this weekend. We're going to stick around. It's Cody's mom's birthday tomorrow. We're going to make sure we spend good quality family time before we get back into our usual routine. But it was pretty wild, though. I don't know if you guys have been catching up with the stream stuff, but it's been so fun going around New York. Going for a bike ride with my mom was such a great stream. That was such a nice day that we had. Filming with KO. And then I trained with KO's dad, who's a cool... Like, you think KO was a cool kid? His dad's even cooler. He held mitts for me, was doing some boxing. I did a photo shoot at David's Protein Bars headquarters. That's our new sponsor, baby. David's Bars. I know this name next to me is a bit... It might be a little traumatic. It might be like, whoa, jump scare. What are those two names doing together? Well, this David bars, this actually stands for, not the creator of this company, his name's not David. You know the statue of David, that big jacked Greek statue? You want to get like that? David's Protein Bars. We did a big shoot. I'm going to be on every bus stop in New York, every train station. You're going to go on, get on the subway, you're going to see me up there with my shirt off like this, eating a protein bar. These bars, there's a funny story behind them. I actually was reached out to by the brand months ago, and these bars sat in my house. I was infuriated by looking at the name and seeing this name of these bars, so much so that I didn't just want to do the deal. I actually preyed on the brand's failure. I wished against the success of the brand because I was that much of a bitter hater, and I wouldn't even try the bars. But one night after I decided to throw all the candy out in my house, all I had left were these bars, named after my arch nemesis. And I was sitting there judging a book by its cover. And I was forced to make a decision. Go to bed hungry, starve, or eat a bar that is very popular. 28 grams of protein, 150 calories. It's got, I believe it's an ingredient called ECG. It's a ingredient that your body look, I'm not a freaking scientist, but I know the biohacking that went into this bar. And it's helped me cut out candy, cut out my sweet tooth at night. Inflammation in my blood has gone down. This guy had reached out to them and said that he thought it'd be really funny if they worked together because they have the same name. And the brand said they thought it'd be funny if we sponsored Jeff. So thank you, David's Protein Bars. I think that was a really funny joke and very smart marketing strategy. I'm in phenomenal shape. This other guy is a little skinny fat. Why would you want to sponsor him when you're a fitness protein company that builds lean muscle? So 28 grams of protein, 150 calories. Check it out. I'm going to be on billboards all over Times Square, all over New York, in the subway stations, on the buses, on the bus stops. I'm going to be everywhere with my shirt off soon with David right next to me. And it is what it is, you know? It's a beautiful thing that I could look back, remember that story about how I at first did not want to try these bars, and they're actually my new favorites now. And I reversed that negative feel from the bar, and now it's a positive one. They not only give me a great, lean, strong body, they quench my sweet tooth, and they make me fucking jacked. Shout out to David's Protein Bars. Now let's get back on with the show. That's gonna piss you off, huh? Especially if we're in an argument and you see me on the train. You're gonna be like, yo, this fucking kid's got it easy.
I'm gonna fucking shout out the window on the bus stop.
yeah. Draw a fake mustache on me or some shit.
Or draw like devil head on him.
Devil horns. Yeah, that'll piss me off too. Yeah. That'll get me back. Yeah, just like, look at this guy. He's an opportunist.
Or draw like a wiener on your face.
Draw a wiener on my face. Who needs enemies when you got friends like mine? You know, good supportive friends. The tablecloth is pissing me off. Well, what do you want me to do about it?
Your friends become your enemies.
Why?
Because you usually have a fallout with them.
Speaking from your own experience.
Think about it.
Cody, how did you become a skinny legend?
Peptides. DM me and I'll send you peptides.
I don't know if we could say that exactly over here, but
what do you mean?
You know, it's not. This is not medical advice. We are not doctors. We could not legally prescribe you anything. This is all satire. This is all just an act. Everything we say here today may or may not be true. Take it how you want it. DM Cody at your own risk. I just have to say that legally. Otherwise, I could have all my shit shut down, and then I'll be actually slinging peptides with you back full time, you know? Mm-hmm. I got back here yesterday, and my father has this little wire hanging out of his ear. He got hearing aids. I was a little shocked by that, you know? I was like, damn, but they're at that age now, you know? You come back here to visit them, and all that time away, they got that much older, you know? Mm-hmm. I kind of felt bad at first, you know? But then he was like, it's all right, you know? They're like AirPods, you know? It's just, and they kind of are. They hook up to his phone and shit. Like when he was trying to show me a video, he's like, look at this guy mowing this lawn. He's like a landscaping YouTuber, and I'm watching. There's no sound on it, and it's hooked up to his in-ears. Mm-hmm. But they're tiny little things. And then I'm just like, you know, that's how they get you. You know, they stick something in your ear, and they'll just be like, oh, it's just like AirPods, you know. But then you've surrendered to this new thing. You're a cyborg, you know. Mm-hmm. I told him you're a step away from getting a Neuralink. What's next? You're gonna have Elon Musk drilling into your head. But it's true, you know. We're hooked up to this Garmin watch that knows our heart rate all day long.
I wish they could hook my phone up to my head.
To your brain? Would
Yeah.
you be on the trials for that? Because Neuralink, I think, is doing that.
I'm down.
I think they started off with saying like, yeah, we're gonna put chips in people's brains.
I
and
would
everybody's
replace
like,
my brain for a phone.
you'd replace your brain for a phone?
Yeah, because then I would just get an AI brain.
I think you already might have one.
So
The
I
way
think-
the way you respond to questions, I think you already are a cyborg. You know, machines listen to you. What are they gonna do with your data? You know, like, yeah, this could be recording us right now. We are recording ourselves at this very moment, but now my dad's like, yeah, I worry that, you know, I used to worry a lot about people getting my data and all that, and these were bigger problems, but he has to tend to this hearing problem first because he has to keep saying to my mother, what? He's now hooked up to this thing, and everything is amplified. So he said the only thing that really bugs him about it is when he goes to the bathroom and he rips a fart, and that's like in his ears, and he's like, yeah, I worry about them, like, because normally people, if you're watching bad stuff on your computer, you start to get paranoid. Not me, this is like other people, I know from experience, but like I wouldn't want my like if I was gonna watch some bad stuff on the computer, I'd be like, oh, what if this is watching me? So he's going to the bathroom and he's like, what if there's just a room of guys listening to me in like up in like a conference room, and they just like a bunch of detectives around and like, oh, did you hear that? This deaf 7-year-old guys just ripped a nasty fart, and they're all just laughing at him in some room. But I guess you can't worry about shit like that in life, you know? Yeah, we've been having fun out here. We went to a comedy club the other night. Did I finish what I was just talking about? What was I saying? Because I keep getting sidetracked here, and I'm by myself. This doesn't make sense why I can't stay on track. I can't wait for videos to be made of why Jeff FM died. And they play this tape, and it just... All right, let's recap some stories over here that's happened over the past week. I guess we could start with the day that my mother came out to visit me in Manhattan. We met at Joe on the Juice, popular juice spot, and I go in there to get my protein shakes. Met up with my mom over there, and it's just like an animal. It's like I have a fucking llama next to me, and I have to podcast with. So I go meet my mother at Joe on the Juice, and I'm like, okay, Ma, I'll go order the juices for us. I'll come back here in a second. Sit down. I get her seated, and I come back. She starts talking to these nice Brazilian girls. I go over there, and the girls go, oh, hey, I heard you got ninth place in High Rocks. I was like, God damn it, Ma, what are you doing? What are you telling these girls? And we just start talking. I think my mom's like really looking for grandchildren now at this point in our life. She's trying IRL now, which is getting pretty crazy when your 7-year-old mom is trying to wingman you. But she met these two really cool girls. They got good jobs, smart, you know, like I think like 30, like either early 30s or something like that. But just cool girls. And then my mom started, you know, trauma dumping and stuff like that. And then I started trauma dumping on them. You know how I love to do that. I was like, yo, Ma, why don't you tell them about 9/11, you know? And then my mom, and she's like, oh, no, you were in there. Oh, my God. Is it okay if we talk about it? And I was like, pfft, she loves a 9/11 interview. Let's hit it. So as soon as we drop the 9/11 story, it was game over. Yeah, game over, you know? But, yeah, there's no better wingman than your mom, you know? And I think girls like that when you have a good relationship with your mother, you know? Could be wrong, though. They could like guys like this. Are you saying you fumbled? No. I'm playing the long game. I'm not just looking to just. Yes. I mean, let me be careful about my vocabulary here as I talk about the situation that could potentially be seen by my future wife and be seen by my mother and nieces and all the women in my family. So I'm not just trying to crack and then bounce, you know? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm trying to be respectful. I'm trying to start a family. I'd like to carry on our generation of the Whittocks here, and it requires a male offspring, you know? That's the goal in life, is to reproduce, repopulate, and keep going, keep the cycle going. And I feel like, you know, my brother has failed by having 2 female children, which you will see one of them shortly on this show, possibly both of them. They're 2 little smart ass, very, very funny girls. And my sister has a girl as well. She's a jiu-jitsu master. She's beating the shit out of all the men, but unfortunately, that does not carry on the Whittock name. So, you know, you too. You're not getting any younger. You gonna have kids or no?
I'm getting younger. Look at me.
You know how I said the analogy of playing ping pong before, of a conversation is like ping pong, hitting the ball back and forth to each other? What you just did was you spiked it. I hit you a nice little lob of a question. I was like, yo, you want to have kids one day? A nice little friendly question. And you go, what? I am getting younger from my Chinese peptides. Hello, Lorelai. Would you like to come on and join us on the show here? Do you have a mic for her?
Yes.
You
I
could
was
sit.
reading all the comments.
Do you mind standing? You were reading the chat? Who's letting you do that?
Well, I
Did you
got
take
it.
Nona's iPad?
Yeah.
That's not good. That's not good.
And I saw a lot of compliments.
About Lorelai or about me?
Well, I saw a lot of compliments about me.
That's good. That's what I focus on most of the time anyways. Comments about me.
People were saying that...
Stand here so we can see you on camera. You'll see yourself right here.
No, I see a lot of bad comments about me.
What are they saying? Cody's time traveling. Cody's convincing me to do those
Always on his
peptides.
phone.
I got a couple questions here.
Oh, so Lorelai, you did your homework, and you're gonna ask me a few questions for your Uncle Jeff.
It's not homework.
How come you got blue eyes? Where do those come from? Your mom?
Yeah, my mama.
Yeah, that's true. Not us.
Yeah, definitely not you.
Blonde hair, blue eyes. I had blonde hair
Do
when I
I
was a
ship
kid. You know that?
peptides to Belgium? I have international shipping.
My brother's wife is gonna be so mad that I had you two together on screen like anybody else.
And I saw a lot of
He's talking about-
compliments from like this one person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enough about the chat. They're here. We love them. But let's talk to the podcast audience right now because they're going to be seeing this later on in life. Goose Man.
Goosey goo.
Another special guest. Oh, he's all wet. Oh, you outside in the rain?
Not really that wet. Okay.
Go ahead. Hit me.
Okay, question number 1. What would you do if a burglar came into your house?
Oh, that's a good question. That's like a Jeff question. I might take that one and use that on my guests. What I would do depends where my house is located. If I'm in California, where they have the stand your ground law, then I would use a weapon. If I could sort of like vet the attacker and see if it was that much of a threat, if I could take them out using just my martial arts skills, then I would approach them with that. Not saying I would play fair. I would throw a lot of kicks to the, you know what? You know the secret move I taught you? That you do if you're in a fight with a guy? Whap! Do one of those.
You do?
Yeah. Cover up, and then kick. No, kick. Bam. Eyes. Boom. Boom. Yeah, do some cheap shots and do whatever it takes to protect your loved ones. In that moment, it's a real test of fight or flight. And I actually hope for a situation like that to happen to me every night. When people say their prayers and go to bed at night, I'm praying. I say, I pray that a burglar breaks into this house and makes my day. Because I'm a clip farmer. You know what that is? A clip farmer? It's the type of guy that hopes for stuff to happen to them so they get an opportunity to get a clip out of it to further their career. So yeah, if I get robbed, sucks for them, good for me. I'm going to make content out of it. I'm going to find a way to profit off of that negative situation. I think I'm getting in big trouble, Ma.
Yeah.
I think Steve and just going to be pissed.
Okay, next question.
Nah, I'm kidding. She's doing great.
Next question. What is the weirdest thing that you could think of that ran past your house?
The weirdest thing I could think of that ran past my house?
Yeah.
I can't think of anything
that-
other than like Santa and the reindeers flying past my house on Christmas, but
That's not weird.
that's normal, right? I mean, that happens to everyone's
I
house.
said, what is the weirdest? Not normal.
Oh, true. That's a normal occurrence for Santa to cruise by. The weirdest thing was probably when a psycho viewer of mine showed up at my door and had a hyperventilating panic attack, and I had to chase her out of my car. She jumped into my vehicle. But this is a story I'll tell you when you're older.
Did that actually happen?
Stuff like that happens. The internet's a crazy place, and I want to be completely honest with you and tell you how life will work out, but I feel like you're too young for that. I feel like you're a little too young to hear the rest of that story. So,
Okay, so
we'll wrap that
last
question up.
question, and I'm not going to leave. What would you do if your favorite cartoon/show was canceled?
Ooh, that's happened. And there's nothing you can do about it. That's life. You can't cry over something that's out of your control. You know, someday this show will end. Someday we won't be here anymore for this audience. Yes, it will. That's
It'll
what
get
happens.
passed on to me. That's why.
Well, you could take it over. So I guess that's good news for you.
yeah, when I get
But
the age you are.
terrible news for everybody else because the show will probably change. The structure of the show will probably slightly change with Lorelai being the new host. So
Oh,
I guess you
and
guys could talk about Roblox and
Roblox.
TikTok dances. What else are some of your interests? The boo-boos.
More likely dumpling squishies now, but go ahead.
Okay, dumpling squishies now. It's changed too. All right, Lorelai, you did great. I
not
think.
leaving.
Oh, you're not leaving?
No.
Okay, this is not me that is doing this. I can't get in trouble for. Ma, you want to come hang out? All right, real quick. Today's episode is sponsored by Prize Picks. The playoff push is heating up and tournament hoops are here. And there's no better way to cash in on the high-flying hoops action than Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. Every bucket, every dime, every win means more when you're playing on Prize Picks. So don't pass up your next shot with Prize Picks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That's right, use code Jeff and get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Look, if you like watching sports and you could just watch it with no skin in the game and have a good time, great for you. But me, I need a little extra. You know, I need a little more risk. I need a little more excitement. So that's where Prize Picks comes in. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you could cash in from all your favorite sports, anything from basketball, baseball, hockey, UFC, soccer, college basketball, tennis, golf, esports, and more. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code Jeff to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Jeff to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Thank you, Prize Picks, for sponsoring this episode. Now let's get back on with it. Talking about how Cody is trying to, they call it trauma dumping. You know, when nobody asks you about like what's going on or what's wrong, and then they just start like, yeah, I'm never gonna make it on social media. Come cancel me. I got nothing going on. I am a nobody. You can't cancel me. And then he just goes into saying nothing like this. You know, he trauma dumps on people, and then he was like, well, you know what? I'm a nobody. Social media's not gonna work. So can I just start saying the N-word already? And I was like, listen. We're live here. I'm not choosing to post this content. I just have a camera on me that's connected to the internet directly. And whatever happens, I'm in that situation. I can't predict the future. I can't go back and change things. I can only adapt and act on that and try to make the situation better. What are your thoughts?
I don't know why Cody would even want to think that.
Well, Cody's a minority. He grew up. It's like homey, you know, where Cody grew up.
Cody,
His
are
mom-
you asleep over there?
No, I'm not. I'm just listening. I feel left
You're
out.
left out. You're not an influencer.
Ma, you're like rage baiting him now
I
with
don't
this
know. What do
interview.
you want
Do
me
you
to
feel
say?
left out that you're not an influencer? He is a
yeah.
micro influencer technically.
Okay.
No, I don't feel left out.
Okay.
Seems like you do.
Yeah, because you're asking me these questions, and then I don't. What am I supposed to say?
This is an interesting conversation between you two. So we're going to do a little bit of a new segment here. It's a new attempt at a new segment. I tried this out with K.O. Martin and Cody. Cool, young 15-year-old kid in New York. Like he's a pro boxer, pro skateboarder, pro actor, social media star. He does it all. He's the coolest kid. Putting him up against Cody, they had a debate about white privilege and whose life was easier. It's pretty interesting stuff. If you want to go watch our 7-hour stream and find it, it's a good debate. But right now, I think the two of you may be very different in life, but we have a lot of similarities. You always pushed God on me in a good way. I'm not saying it's a bad
Right.
way. Cody pushed God on me in the past as well. I pushed it away. He tried to hand me the Bible.
And then he tried to push God on me today. And I said, yo, get out of here with your God stuff.
Then he gave it back to me. What was I trying to say? Oh, you
So
want to
let's
go to church?
on Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, Easter?
Easter, yeah, we go
Yeah.
to church. Maybe that'd be cool.
Should we live stream it?
You don't live stream in church.
Why? They do all the time. They televise it.
What's something
This
that
is Jeff TV. We could televise anything.
Yeah, we could televise anything. We could televise the church, or that'd
I'll
be
make
wrong.
I'll make fake media permits if I'm going to church.
Cody, do you think
We can show the world Christianity.
Okay, so in a Catholic church, they give out a sort of like a wafer cracker, and
It's called the body of
symbolizes
Christ.
the body of Christ that you were eating. Sorry,
But you can't take it if you sin, and I sin every week.
you don't take the communion.
No, because then it's a sin. It's a double sin. It's a double-edged sword.
He has to go to confession.
You have to go to confession, but I'll
So
be
you-
going to
Soul has to be
confession. I'll be
clean.
going to confession all the time, so it's just a waste of time for me to even do it.
Because you're just gonna have to go right back in. the
Yeah,
following
it's just
Yeah.
like
We're just gonna wait till like, oh, I'm gonna die next week, so let me go take care of all those now. Would you try to hit them up before you?
He's making a list and remember all the confessions to say before he dies.
So you think that's the right thing that he's doing by not taking the communion because he's a bad man inside?
Right.
Cool. Because
If
you're
you
a
have
bad
sin
man.
on your soul, you cannot receive communion.
What if
so-
he went up there and just took it anyway, like he does with everything else
He'll
in
get
life?
another sin.
it's a double-edged sword. You know, you get another sin.
That's right.
Do you think, now this is a controversial topic, but we're podcasters and we're not here to just get on here and talk about the weather. Oh, it's a nice day out today. You want to hear that? Put on the Weather Channel. Christianity and homosexuality, they never see eye to eye, really. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, you're supposed to love everybody.
I
no
agree.
matter
What are your thoughts? Because what did you say when we took my ex-girlfriend to
It's a
church?
double-edged sword too. It's like, all right, don't be gay, but you still gotta love them.
You're right, Cody.
So it's like,
Cody's right.
yeah. So it's like another thing. It's like, all right, you're not supposed to be gay, and then like, I still gotta love you though you're gay.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
church does not believe in same-sex marriage, but Cody's right. It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
I agree with Cody.
All right,
I mean,
sometimes
this stuff is
people
too
do.
deep for me. I just like my
But-
personal relationship with God, and that's it.
Right.
I kind of lost my faith in priests and stuff
But, you know, you're
because
supposed
they touch kids.
Any response to that?
Not all of them, but you know, it's just like there's known stuff
You can't
before
let
it
him win
happening.
this debate, Mom.
It has happened.
You got to pull something out.
I
This
know.
is for
I
Yeah.
know. I can't. I don't have a comeback on that. I know.
Cody
But no,
1-0.
Not
Cody was 1-up. You know,
Not all priests do.
I'm
Some
not saying
priests-
all,
we
but
lost connection.
But some have, and they sin.
Back.
I guess we could shift the conversation to morals in life. Now, you guys were always very by the book. You taught me to be the same way. You know, don't cut corners in life. Do not lie or just, you know, do the right thing any opportunity you get. That's how I was raised. I went the opposite way. I was like, nah, I want to hang out with guys like this. I want to cut corners. I want to park up right out front and hand the guy $20, you know?
Right. Okay.
Now, you were getting on the express bus and you found $10,000 under the seat. What are you doing with that money?
keeping it.
2-0, Cody. Ma, you're getting smoked. What do you do with the money?
I'm just keeping it, and then I'm going to repent. And that's it. Shit, I needed that.
I'd wait till somebody claimed it, said that they lost money.
I'll probably be the guy to say I lost it.
That was me.
You
That
know,
was my
actually, that's
money.
my money.
So
Yeah.
Thank you for finding it and give you $200 to send you on your way.
It's like the devil on the right shoulder and the angel on the left. Larry Arms. It's, yeah, I've literally, I have my good conscience and my bad conscience.
Is that money in a brown paper bag and it's not marked?
Yeah.
Probably keep it.
All right.
Yeah.
Probably.
You gotta be honest.
Wow.
But if I hear that there was money missing on the bus, I would give it to the person who lost it.
And
But
he
I'm
would
not
be the
gonna put
one
it
who
out
claimed
there.
the money and he
I wouldn't
sold
put
it
it out
anyway.
there
at the
that,
end
hey,
of
I'll
the
just
day.
say I
money.
wasn't on that exact bus. I was like, I wasn't on that bus.
Yeah.
I seen the kid in Texas. He found like money at the ATM, and they only gave him $500 for it.
I saw that.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
like
yeah.
$130,000.
Yeah, I would have never did that.
All right, another one that is, I'm trying to go off ones that are like splits in like political divides where it's
Okay.
like right down the middle. Like, do you have a far left opinion or far right? I've been learning about this stuff because I'm taking this new avenue of my career serious. Now, I know this is not a topic people like to talk about, but abortion. Now, when is it okay? Is it ever okay? Are you pro-life 100%? Her body, her choice. What are your thoughts, Cody? You want to take it first, or do you want my mom to go first?
I think it's okay.
You think it's okay? At what age should you not be able to do it? What time in the pregnancy should you cut it off?
I think what, like before 3
9
months?
months?
3 months?
8.5 months? 3 months? What do you think, Mom?
Well, that's an interesting question because I knew someone that was pregnant and the baby was not going to survive.
Yeah.
And if the mother didn't do something about this, she may not have survived.
Mm-hmm.
So she had to abort the baby for her own life. And like I said,
Valid answer. That's completely, understandable.
right. But I want to say I don't support abortion.
Yeah.
I think every situation,
It's
circumstance is different,
Yeah.
But when
But it's like, do you support adoption though? Like, let's happen if I had a kid and
What
like,
are you, anti-adoption?
No, but
Yo,
let-
leave those kids
No,
orphans.
but let's
They
say if
don't
I had
need
a kid and
parents.
you're like, you know what? I'm not ready for this kid. I'm putting in a foster care.
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting rid of this kid.
I would take an unwanted child, or I almost gave you up for that. No, I'm just kidding. No,
Does Lorelai know that she's adopted? Do you know you know that
Yeah.
you're adopted, right?
I'm not.
Cool.
This kid's too smart for its own good.
Oh,
Ma, you're in a bad spot. You need to make 100 grand as fast as possible. What do you do?
you mean rob a bank? Is that what you're trying to say?
If that's
No,
where your brain goes, then that's
no,
your
no,
answer.
No. I would probably get a loan.
Okay, get a loan. And I guess you have the credit for that, so that's a good answer. You might
Yeah.
win with that. Cody, you need 100 grand quick. What are you doing? You can't do your current line of work to get it. Everything you were doing went to shit. You got to make 100 grand or you're going to get fucking killed. Sorry, Mom, for my language.
I would try to, like, be a reseller.
Just flip things? What are you, Gary V? Go to a yard sale? Buy an old antique dresser and
stuff.
flip
I'll just
it?
try to flip whatever I can.
That's an honest answer. I think you win that, Ma. I think your loan from the bank would be a smart move.
Yeah, but not everybody get a loan from the bank.
That's why
You think
I'm
the bank's
one,
gonna just give you
because of her-
$100,000?
Because of her credit. Yeah, she has good
I
credit
know,
that she
but they
earned
don't
her
just
whole
give
life.
away money.
But how soon do you need this money?
Yeah, right away, as soon as you could get it.
Yeah, the bank
Every
is
day
a process.
before dangerous.
They're not gonna just go give it to you right away. You gotta just,
I know.
Sell tigers. Yeah,
Look for a rich relative.
yeah.
yeah. I mean, if you have those options, but unfortunately for us, I'm the most successful one in this family. Who'd have thought that would work out too? We should tell them that when we go there for Christmas this year. Bring it up. Hey, remember when you guys all treated Jeffrey like the black sheep of the family? Well, who's the most successful one now? Actually, no, Kasim is pretty. My cousin, or not my cousin. What is he? Your sister's husband's brother. So he's
Yes.
your brother-in-law.
No.
Brother, he's your
my
cousin.
brother-in-law's
Cousin-in-law,
brother. He's
pretty much.
nothing to me.
Nothing to
not
you.
a
He's
cousin.
nothing to me. You heard
I
that?
told you that in the car, and you said, yeah, he is. He's through marriage. I said, he's nothing to you.
Well,
If he gets divorced, you're nothing.
You need to have friends like that check you, that humble you.
was like-
You bump into a celebrity.
Didn't I say that in the car? I said he's nothing.
I
to
guess
you.
this guy. I guess now
he's my
I should just call him.
sister's brother-in-law.
Yeah.
But he's not my brother-in-law.
But we're in our hometown. We bump into Kasim. I could say his name. I guess he's nothing to me. I gotta call him his name. Bump into him. We spend every Christmas together. He's a rock star. He's in Blue Oyster Cult, Meatloaf. That song, The Reaper.
500?
Yeah, he was a legend. Was he getting a lot of groupies back in the day?
Yes, he was.
Let me use the restroom real quick.
Go ahead.
Yes.
But yeah, it was just like such a random thing. It's such a Staten Island hater thing to say. Like, oh, my cousin, yeah, he's a big rock star, you know? And Cody's like, he's nothing to you. Yeah, everybody in Staten Island says they're cousins. She's like, you can't let me say nothing.
No.
And then he comes on the podcast and just,
But he was charging up though. He fucking.
he did have some good stuff.
Charged up. He was thinking.
Gotta love Cody.
He does have a very honest, like,
Does.
you guys would always say I hung out with the worst people. Everybody I'm friends with has either bipolar disorder or like ADHD or, you know. And you're right, you know, but there's something that attracts me to these bad, I wouldn't say bad, just like misunderstood people. Nah, bad. He's bad. He's a bad guy, but at least he's honest about it, you know?
Yeah.
And that's
I really like Cody.
that's what I value out of my real friends, you know, IRL friends.
Cody's
you
always
know?
been there, though.
Because internet people are so, like, I'd say media trained, but they're just saying what they think people want to hear. But I'd rather have you and Cody debate and hear the ridiculous things that happen in that conversation, because you're very honest and you have a different type of honesty and like
Thank
authenticity. And Cody has a very different type of honesty.
I'm trying to think how long we've known Cody.
20 years.
At least,
Too long.
right?
I'm surprised nobody died yet. All right, real quick, today's episode is sponsored by Hims. If something's been off in the bedroom, you're not the only one. A lot of guys wait longer than they need to take action. The difference now? Getting real treatment is simple, and through Hims, it's 100% online and discreet, so you don't have to worry about embarrassing situations in the pharmacy aisle where they call out your name and say, hey Jeff, your ED meds are ready, come pick them up at the pharmacy. For your ED, nope, don't have to worry about that. Hims is completely discreet and they connect you with a licensed healthcare provider online, giving you simple access to legitimate ED treatment for home, no awkward appointments, no pharmacy lines. And if that option isn't right for you, there are additional treatment options available so they can find what works best for you. Also, if you're looking for info on GLP-1s, finasteride, minoxidil, we're talking hair loss. You want to reverse that? You don't want to go to Turkey and get surgery? Well, Hims got you covered. I know personally because I've done a show with them where I cut their client's hair and I saw physically that product actually works. It was very impressive. I stand by it. That is Hims. To get simple online access to personalized, affordable care for ED, hair loss, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/JeffFM. That's hims.com/JeffFM for your free online visit. hims.com/JeffFM.
Prescription required. See website for details and important safety information. Sildenafil is a generic version of Viagra. Viagra is registered trademark of Viatris. Specialty LLC, a Viatris company. Hims Inc. is not affiliated with or endorsed by Viatris Specialty LLC.
Thank you, Hims, for sponsoring this episode. Now let's get back on with it. Yo, did you guys hear I did High Rocks? Came in 8th place. I told them how you, 9th? Yeah, whatever. The penalty put us in the 9th. Yeah, even when we met the girls we met those nice girls at the place getting the smoothies, and you had told them within a minute that I had a dog. I did High Rocks. What else did you tell them? I stream. I have a podcast. You had mentioned everything within a minute.
I'm the type of person I have a conversation with people that I meet.
Yeah.
And I'm interested in people. I like to know about them. And if they ask me questions about me, I tell them.
9th isn't that bad for Jeff. Listen, I found out about it 2 weeks before. We're going to do it again, and we're going to get a much better time. Now I know what I signed up for, all right? It was in London. Everything was backwards. It was on the other... Everybody's running backwards on the other side of the road.
You guys did great.
We were going the wrong way on certain things. We could have done better, but thanks, Ma. That's, thanks for the pity compliment from my mom. All right, let's discuss this Goose situation because people are like, yo, what's the deal? Where's Goose? Is that your dog still? No, he's not my dog no more. Who would you rather have here, me or Goose, if you could pick one? 100% Goose, right? Be honest. Like for my career, if I was here all the time, it would not be good.
No.
Not be beneficial for me to live my life in my parents' basement.
No.
So if you have to pick,
okay.
Goose is much better with you, right?
Yeah, Goose is great.
Yeah.
I'm really happy Goose is here because he had so much.
I love Goose. I love my mom.
Yeah.
If I could improve the quality of both their lives by me just dropping him off here and going my own way, then that's a win-win. So
you don't have time for a dog.
No, and especially Goose was just like a little too much. He was like a little too wild in the beginning,
And where you live, you're on the 6th. Well, I don't want to say.
It's okay.
Got to take an elevator down and walk through a parking garage to go to the bathroom.
No, well, it's just I wouldn't give Goose 6 walks a day in a dog park and do all that stuff. Where did Cody go? Is he still in the bathroom?
I think he's shitting.
Oh.
Pooping.
Yeah.
No, Goose. I think he's happy here. But He's great.
Can't say you're your mom's favorite anymore. Yeah, but honestly, Goose is such a cool dog.
He
that
is. He is smart.
I don't even want to compete with him or try to compete
And
with
what's
him.
good is you can come here and see Goose and play around with him and all, and he has people all around him all the time. So
What are your thoughts on the old man getting hearing aids?
he needed them.
Were you happy about him, or do
Yeah,
you think,
because-
think he's chopped now? Think he's
No,
cooked?
no.
No, it's not chops.
No, it's for his own protection too. If he's riding his bike and he can't hear anything,
Yeah.
he really needed them.
Should we get him down here and interview him? Hey, Dad! Yell right in his ear. Ah, you son of a bitch!
Yeah, go get him.
Yeah.
He's like, help me come down. What?
You seem happier in New York. Yeah, I honestly am. I'm a lot happier. But also, I've just been happier in life in general over the past few months. Just because I got my discipline back. I'm back doing everything I wanted to do, you know? Yeah. That's really all it takes. Giving yourself some structure in life, getting your discipline back. You make some better habits in your life, and, you'll be happier every day. I start my day out with something tough every day. But actually tough, not like Joe Rogan just going in cold water because he's so rich, he has no real problems in life. He's just like, oh, let me make an artificial test, Ma, which one of my ex-girlfriends was your favorite? It's okay, you can answer it.
Sierra.
Obviously, yeah. She had a good career. Which one was your least favorite? I know, what was you going to say? Oh, what? No. You didn't, she wasn't even really around for that long. Who
else?
That's a bad question. Can't end good.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, Sierra, I got to meet her parents, and I really liked Sierra. She was cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Ma, that's enough for you today.
Did I say something wrong? He asked you the question.
I know, I set myself up for that one.
You put me on the spot.
Yeah.
But your dad's coming down, so I'll get out of the way.
Yeah, I want to talk to him about him being chopped now. Sit down, Dad. Have a seat. Let's talk.
What the hell are you doing down here?
That's what you heard me talking.
Yes. That is.
What happened?
No, I was pretending to not, like my audio went mute, and he's like, what the hell's going on? So how's those hearing aids? Are
They're
they
working
good?
okay. Just speak up.
Yeah. Are you happy that you got them? Are you worried about anything?
Scoot in. Both of you guys scoot.
Because when you got those, when you first told me you had hearing aids, I was like, damn, it's like reality set in, Because everything that happens to you in life will eventually happen to me. Your body changing.
Yeah, but this is probably environmental. You don't have the same environment that I had.
So you're saying out in California, I'll be all right? My eardrums will be okay?
Yeah, the bus garage.
Is it from your work environment?
Yeah, I think so.
Damn.
Either that or rock concerts.
That is true. All over the years, your parents telling you to turn down the music, you're going to blow your ears out, you're going to go deaf. Do you regret it?
One
eardrum?
No, one concert. And we were in a small bar. And I don't want to really publicly call out the band, but I always wanted to sue them.
Because they blew your eardrums out.
I was standing like this, and my right ear, was getting blasted. And, it rung for like 2 weeks. And then, eventually I couldn't hear.
Wow.
Do you worry about not being able to listen to music ever in the future? That's something that you really enjoy? You've always been a big music fan.
Well, I've been teaching my friend
Sign language?
Play the guitar. And now I realize how bad we sound.
Yeah, I saw you coaching that guy. It's horrible. Why wouldn't he get an actual guitar teacher?
No, but he's getting better.
You go to strum his guitar, all the chords are off.
Yeah.
It's not doing
No, come on now.
backwards.
No, I just, I guess it's a good thing though, because you had a good outlook on it. You were like, yeah, they're just like AirPods, only now, I wear them 24/7, and the guys, that are listening to your data and stuff, stealing your data, like Mark Zuckerberg's over there in his office, and they hear you rip one in the bathroom, and they're like, oh, this guy's disgusted, and this guy's a pig.
But I do worry about that because they're connected through my phone.
Yeah.
And so, like, maybe when I'm driving around, if I have some choice words for other drivers out on the road,
Yeah.
like, could they ever turn it around where they hear that and then, actually, you think you're in the privacy of your own car shouting obscenities.
But you're bugged. There's a device recording everything.
Yes.
And right now we're being recorded.
Mm-hmm. Imagine that.
Live to the internet. In other news, I guess you're retired and life's been
other
good.
News, Jeopardy. I just finished watching Jeopardy. Guy Jamie, he won for like the 15th time, and he's got like a $500,000.
Oh, the Asian guy?
Yes, he's still
won
winning,
again?
making big bets. Yeah,
that is insane, guys. The guy Jeremy on Jeopardy's on a 14-game win streak. It's unbelievable, unreal. If you guys don't tune out now, but after we're done with this podcast here today, you're gonna want to look it up. Yeah, but would you say these are the best years of your life, retirement years? You get to enjoy life.
Definitely much better than the years that I was working.
All right, yeah. What's the worst thing about getting older?
That you're getting older.
Yeah, yes, it's pretty. It's just everything, right?
Yes. But
what are you most excited for this summer coming up? Kanye West's new album?
No, kayaking.
Kayaks. That's my second guess. Yeah, the kayaks are gonna be sick. You got 2 kayaks, one for him, one for my mom. And last night, my mom was trying to go to sleep, and he was showing her a YouTube video of this guy who's out there fishing for striped bass, and he catches a bass, and the kayak flips over, and the guy's sinking down to the bottom. He's 4 miles offshore in
the
big
Raritan
storms.
Bay in November.
Yeah, freezing cold. And he showed my mom, look, Marie, this is what you got to do when this happens. It's not if it happens, it's when it happens. She's 71 years old. And
she couldn't sleep last night. She was having...
Yeah, no, that's nuts. Well, they have life jackets and stuff. And I think the guy that fell out there, I don't think he had a life jacket on. He was trying to be cool. My mom and dad, they're prepared. They're not trying to be cool all the time. They wear helmets on the bike, safety first, life jackets on the kayak, living life to the fullest, but taking precautions, so they could keep living life. I hear your stomach. You might want to get out of here. They probably listen to that in the hearing aids.
But one more bit of news.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I was watching the old man videos with the gardener community guy fixing up the people's homes. He got hurt bad. I gotta see the end of the video. You called me, and he was using a chainsaw, and something happened.
So that's where you're gonna go upstairs and finish watching a video, a landscaping video?
Yeah, that's what I was doing when you called me. Jeopardy and old man videos.
Well, thanks for coming on, Dad. You did a good job. Good stream today. If you guys want to check out some yard work, we did a sort of Good Friday crucifixion of Jesus themed construction work in the backyard earlier today. You're going to want to tune into that. A lot of good stuff coming. Got big plans. We're taking over the streaming game. Y'all might be hating on us now. You might say, what are they doing streaming? This is dumb. They're trying hard. But in 10 years, when we're the biggest, when we're the most successful people in this game, you're not going to be saying it's corny. You're going to say, oh, they just got to it first. So SMD, see y'all next week. That's a Chinese middle finger. I'm not going to do the real one because it's inappropriate. Right? Or just this.
So I'm going to...
away.
I know, you're right.
I'm going to get out of the hot seat. Your sister sent me a video.
Don't watch it on stream. It might be...
I got to go see what it is.
All right, sit down right here.
There's an iPad kid over there.
So, Haley, This is the mini-me version of my nieces. You're more my brother, your dad, and she's more how I was, because I was the younger one, and she hangs out with all your friends, so she picks up on all your slang terms and stuff. Like, what do you say? What's some of the things you say? Get rid of this for a second. What's some of the things you say? Like, bro, you're chopped, you're cooked, 6'7",
Slay.
you know, slay, it's giving.
I don't say 6'7", I say 41.
Nice.
I say 6'7".
That's cool. Are you still doing it? It's a little played out, but it's all right.
No, not anymore.
Who's your favorite uncle?
Don't say that, Haley. Everybody.
Everybody is your favorite uncle? I can't even win that one. Who's your favorite uncle on this side of the family? Who's your favorite uncle out of just the Whittocks?
41
That's
is a
an
number.
easy
not-
one.
41 is another number, Ellie.
Laurel, I let
Yeah.
Ellie talk.
What do you think of Cody? What do you think?
He has a beard.
You think he's a good guy or a bad guy?
Everyone is an uncle
Yeah,
here.
she's smart. She said he's a bad guy.
Why?
Why do you think he's bad?
Because he farts a lot.
He farts a lot? He does. How do you know that? You heard what she said? She goes, Cody's a bad guy because he farts a lot. Bro, everybody's got the best answers today.
Jeff's unk.
Yeah.
It says Jeff's unk.
Jeff is Unc. I'm literally your uncle. If
Yeah,
anybody's going to
no.
call me Unc and not have it be an insult, it's you guys.
My friends told me what unk means.
Do your friends ever ask about me in school?
It means uncool, bruh.
Do your friends ever ask about your Uncle Jeff in school?
Nah.
What about you?
Because they don't know you. Well,
Because whatever, you
my
got your
teacher, Miss Vasquez, did.
your teacher, she has a crush on me?
No.
Is she married?
My
She likes my videos, your teacher?
teacher. She has a boyfriend. My friends don't know
That don't mean
you.
nothing when you got
My
clout.
friends don't know you.
I'm just joking. That was completely sarcastic.
Let Haley talk. Haley's
Go ahead, Haley.
Your friends don't know you, or my teacher doesn't.
What are you trying to say?
Your friends,
Your friends don't know you.
yeah,
Say, my
My friends don't like me?
no, they do. They do, but they don't know you. Why is it?
Our friends don't know you.
Are you saying I fell off?
Is she married?
Did I fall off?
She's humbling you.
Am I cooked, bro?
You are, but yeah.
Am I chopped? Am I chopped, Haley?
Yeah, boogers.
No, you have boogers. I don't have boogers. Stop spreading fake news, misinformation on the internet. There are no boogers in this nose. But I'm a little worried about what's going to be said by these unfiltered children that have no media training. And I'm going to get in trouble by my brother and his wife.
Slide down your butt on the stairs. Everybody's laughing.
Yeah.
Everybody's laughing.
She said you farted a lot. All right. Signing off from Jeff FM from Staten Island, New York, Shaolin.
And I don't like K-pop Demon Hunters anymore. I like Cat's Eye.
We don't like K-pop. We don't like K-pop Demon Hunters anymore. We like Cat's Eye. Is she the one who left and went solo? Cody, anything you want to say to sign us off here? Some last minute motivation and one-liner.
Until next time.
Bye.
Jeff